It is the Saturday wrap. The Saturday wrap of the second of the second heat warning weeks of the year, Saturday, the 18th of July, 2026. And it's a bit cloudy actually, although it is still very hot and it is extremely humid. So I am a little bit shiny, that sort of thing. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, I must stop saying anyway. This was my week. The ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the World Cup football. So let us start with the word or phrase of the week. It's coming home. Football related. Anyway, there were two England matches, and being Welsh, I support the home nations, and Scotland were out, and England sort of squeezed past Mexico and didn't squeeze past Argentina. So it was coming home. It isn't coming home now, but it might be slightly better at coming home if they beat the French. We shall see. Anyway, the fantasy football has been great fun. The app of the week. The app of the week I got from Which, the consumer magazine. It is the most accurate weather app. And apparently it's the Weather Channel app. It's on iOS. It is also on Android. Haven't tried it myself. I suspect there's a bit of a subscription in there. There might even be a free trial. It came top. The Met Office came middling, and the BBC came last, which is a bit of a disappointment. Weather. That's what it's all about. Anyway, the thing of the week. There was a YouTuber called Lamar Wilson. He was a great guy. He had great bumpers. I liked him a lot. Unfortunately, last year he took his life, which is extremely sad because you just don't know people. Anyway, I was listening to the editor's desk from the Daily Tech News Show. It's part of the premium Patreon subscription. And there was a gentleman who wrote in about his connection with Lamar Wilson. Never met him, only over the internet. His whole family got involved in it. And it just shows you can have that influence over people. People can be influenced by you, and you've never met them. They're just out there on the internet, and they may never know. But a couple of things. If you're having issues, reach out. And secondly, you never really understand people. You never really know. Tom Merritt read it out. Tom from the meetup of last week. It was a very emotional letter. And the editor's desk, behind the scenes, you never know. Just be nice to people, I suppose. Anyway, thoughts of the week. Closed roads. Monday started. Well, I was up very, very early on Monday, as is my wont, and I saw on Facebook that the bypass from the Cedar Tree to Tree Kenneth was closed. 5 hours later, on the way to work, and I am sweating. It was still closed. There was a police car at the bottom of it. Okay, we need to take photographs. We need to discover what's happened. We need to. How about you just do it and get on with it rather than cause huge traffic jams, especially in weather like this? It's exasperating. And I don't actually think it does any good. I'm willing to have my mind changed on this, but don't think it does. Close roads. Anyway, song of the week, Canned Heat. On the road again. Heat for Kindness. I had it on a compilation cassette a long, long time ago, and it keeps on cropping up. I think it's great. It's from an album called Boogie with Canned Heat from 1968. It's still relevant. It's still very good, and I would hunt it down. There you go. Anyway, the week that was last Saturday, bus to Caerphilly cancelled. Trains to Ebbw Vale cancelled. public transport. People don't use public transport if it doesn't transport people around. How many times do I need to say that? And then on Saturday night, England only just beat Mexico. Ah. Mm. Sunday, the note taking app of choice for me, Upnote. It was down. Actually, it's the back end, which is, I think it's Firebase from Google. It was having issues. It's working fine now and good support as well. Anyway, I'm planting peppers on Sunday. I'm going to probably plant some more this weekend. And then back to work, which was hot, very hot. But there you go. And I was really pleased to be in the tumble Monday lunchtime because of the aircon. Tuesday, went back to the tumble for lunch and the aircon. They had a spoons hat. Spoons, plate design on one side, blue on the inside with, I think, some words that says, I'd rather be in spoons. I declined the last one. On Wednesday, I went back in, decided that I want one, and it had gone. And I asked about it on Friday, and they didn't have any more available. And apparently, limited edition 20,000. Hmm. Yeah. Wednesday night. England plays Argentina. Hmm. Okay, so I put my razor on charge about 2 hours before the match, and then I remembered halfway through the first half that it was still on charge, so I went in to unplugged it, and missed the first goal. The England goal. That was a sign. It's probably my fault. You know, these are the things. Thursday morning, get to work early in the car park, watching videos, dee da, fell asleep because of the England match. It was well past my bedtime. Yeah. Yeah, definitely made me laugh. Anyway, Friday lunchtime, back in spoons for the aircon, back in spoons with colleagues. And I had the boneless chicken basket. I like my boneless chicken basket. I didn't have the all day brunch. It's nice to swap things round a bit. Anyway, the weekend ahead, Newport. There'll be a visit to Captain Grokey down in Weird Dad. I think it's going to be 25, although I should be able to tell you this because this is supposedly Saturday, but perhaps not. There you go. Anyway, ooh, there's some emergency news coming in. I should have turned that off, but things. If you got any comments, you know where I am, wherever you see this. And stay cool. I'll speak to you again. I'm thinking next week, or maybe even Beers of the Beano. Bye bye.